Well, first, I mean, I only had, well, I'll ask some more questions, but I was just wondering, any update on FSU?
No. You heard me say I was talking to the delegation. We're just going out and talking to everybody and telling our story.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the importance of our story is that, everybody sort of is focused on FSU and maybe a little bit on FAU. But the point is, it's economic development and jobs in our city. It's an opportunity for us to build this industry cluster around digital animation. And that, the medical industry and the Department of Defense, they all use digital imaging, and more industries are going to be using it. So, this was an opportunity for us to partner with a premier organization like FSU and build a big industry cluster. And we're just trying to make sure people understand that that's what, if in fact there's an inclination to say no to FSU about staying here, they're affecting us. They're not just affecting the students at FSU or the professors at FSU or FSU. They're affecting our city and jobs. So we want people to know that.
Have you met at all with that 3-person committee yet? Has any of the commissioners met with them?
We're starting to do that.
Okay.
We're starting to do that. And, we want to meet with all the Board of Governors. We want to meet with all of our state representatives. We really want, and, if we can meet with the governor, we'll meet with the governor. We'll meet with whomever we can get a meeting with because we want to tell our story.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do a weekly Q&A, and I've done most of the commissioners already and the police chief. So I wrote
a weekly Q&A.
It's in the local section. It runs every Sunday, and it's just like literally written with questions and answers.
Oh.
I ask 5 questions.
Oh, okay.
And I would like it for you to be you this week.
Okay.
So I've written down 5 questions.
Okay.
And the first one is, what would you say has been your biggest success so far since being in office?
Well, I think that there are a couple things I'd like to talk about. First of all, I've spent a lot of time bringing in new people, reorganizing the organization, trying to be more effective and efficient internally, which a lot of people don't see, but we've made a lot of changes. And we were just talking about the new police chief. He has done an amazing job, and people see the results of his work. We have a great new finance director. Great planning manager, and now he's going to be the director of the development services. We have a new fire chief since I began. I'm trying to think. We have a new director of public works. And all of these people are real energetic and excited about the work they're doing and really concerned about customer service. So I'm really proud. We have a new public information officer. We have a new economic development director, and I would say that that's the second piece, is really beginning to change the perception of West Palm Beach and to one that says we're open for business and we want to grow and we want to develop it. We want to be smart about it. We don't want high rises on every corner, but we want to look at what we can do to bring businesses in, and so we're getting a package together and getting some marketing together. So I think those are a couple of things that I'm proud of.
Okay. What's been the biggest surprise since you've been, something you didn't anticipate?
It really helps having been on the commission. I'll tell you that. It certainly helps. And you sort of have a good idea about what the job is and what you'll be doing. I think probably, what's the biggest surprise? I can't really tell you that anything has shocked me or surprised me. There's some things that are more difficult to deal with on a regular basis. I mean, you're way more in the public eye. I knew that going in, but you don't realize the extent to which everything is scrutinized, and that's probably, although I realized it was coming, that was probably the biggest transition.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What about the commission? I mean, this has been maybe the first time since they've had the strong mayor system, there's been a commission that's really been opposing at least some of the policies of the mayor. I mean, why do you think this happened, and is there anything about this that you can do, or does anything need to be done, or is that just the way it is?
Well, I mean, their job is to set policy. And they have an important job in setting policy, and I will support them in any way I can to set that policy. My job is to run the city. Their job is not to run the city. And that's sometimes where the contention occurs. And, you know, I'm in charge of all the operational issues. I'm in charge of getting the work done. And they are in charge of policy setting and the budget. And I think that when we see them straying into operational issues is when we have to be a little firmer with where we're going. But I think they do a fine job setting policy, and that's what they're there for. And they ask good questions, and they should continue to ask those questions.
How do you anticipate the city will be different 1 year from now?
Well, I think that you will see a lot more, the mall will be open 1 year from now. Hopefully we'll be starting in the Convention Center Hotel, and that will be moving forward. I am hoping that you'll see more sort of business attraction things happening. I think you will see our police being I think we already see it, and I think we're going to see it even more, that they're in the community doing community policing, being responsive to what the community wants, what the neighborhoods want. I think, we'll continue to have great neighborhoods and continue to do the work that needs to be done to keep them great. So I think sort of those areas.
Okay. And my last question, I know after Lois Frankel left office, you didn't see her around here much, and then she was running for Congress. Now you're starting to see her come back. I was wondering, what's your relationship like with her right now, and are we going to see her more around City Hall when she's in West Palm?
Well, I think we've always had a good working relationship, and I hope that she will be in West Palm Beach because we need that liaison to Congress, and we're all happy as anything to have someone that we're so close to in Washington.
Right, is that a big benefit, having somebody that was here, was a former mayor, now she's in Congress? So.
Absolutely. She understands what it takes to run the city. She understands what the impediments are and what the things we could use to make it easier for us. Absolutely.
All right, well,
we're
that's it
glad that she's there.
Thanks.
So what else?
That's it.